this is Annoo and welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you decided to come and hang out with me here in my little corner of the internet. If you are new to my channel, my name is Annoo. I love to knit, I love to crochet, I love to spin. I also hand dye my own yarn. I am also the owner of the little yarn store in Western Massachusetts called the Unruly Stitch. But today I am here to just show you what I have been up to. I actually was home for a whole week. I had a little not serious health issue that kept me home for a whole week. So I had a lot of time to knit. So I thought I would share with you what I finished, what I put on my needle, what I decided to knit, what I continued to knit. What I finished is my Make Along, my musical by Stephen West that I'm wearing right now. And I thoroughly enjoyed making, and I so enjoy wearing it as well. I made it with my own hand-dyed yarn. The base that I used was Cash Merino Nylon. So I think it was 80% merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% recycled nylon. And I used it in those gorgeous colors. Oh, and I added a little bit of sparkle, the Make It Bloomchen, that gives us very, very subtle little sequin, but not boom in your face. Really, really nice. And yeah, so this is the result. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I am a little sad that the Make Along is already over. I wait for this the whole year, and then now I will have to wait again until 2026. And yeah, but I very, very much enjoyed making it. If you want to see more detail about the making of it, go back to my last few episodes. So now let's move to what I decided. So I was so sad I was done with the Make Along. I love Make Alongs because it is just, there is so much fun knowing, first of all, that you get a little bit in the designer's head. And second of all, that you are knitting it at the same time as many, many people that share the same passion as yourself. So if you are so inclined, you can go to all the little Ravelry group and you can talk about it. If you have some issues, you can troubleshoot with fellow knitters. I love that about Make Along, and Mystery Make Along is just what I like. I like to be surprised. I understand that it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's mine. So I was in withdrawal from Stephen West Make Along, and it so happened that one of my other favorite designers, Jorge Locatelli, just organized a Make Along as well. It's a one skein. We all have plenty of one skein hanging, I'm sure. Tell me, but I know I have those one skein, whenever I go to a store or whenever I go to a fiber festival, there's always that one skein that I fall in love with and I have to possess, I have to have, but I have no idea what I want to do with it. That's why I love those one skein little project. And this is one. It's called One Love. It's a little scarf. All you need is one skein. Yeah. So I couldn't decide. I had two really beautiful skeins that I had purchased a while ago and that were in my stash. And yes, because I am a yarn store owner, doesn't mean I don't have a stash, and doesn't mean that I have yarn that I buy when I go around, even though I can take whatever I want from my store whenever I want. My store is only small and not elastic. There's many, many talented hand dyers that I don't carry in my store. Many that I do, of course, but many that I don't and that I still want to knit with. And also it's very important to me to try on a new bases and new styles so I can see if I love them, and then if I love them and I am able, I bring them to my store so I can present it to my customers. But anyway, so it's One Love. Right now we are at the end of clue 3. I don't know if there are 4 clues or 5 clues, but it's, after the intense knitting that this musical was, Jorge's casual style was exactly what I needed. And so the One Love here, spoiler alert, if you don't want to be spoiled, I actually made two. I told you that. I made two. I couldn't decide between two of my favorite skeins of yarn. So I took one skein from Shing Fiber on a single base. Oh, so beautiful. Shing Fiber is one of my favorite hand dyers. I think they're located in Amsterdam. The other one is from Wandering Flock, also a single base in a beautiful, totally different color. So they're both, one is light color, the Wandering Flock, and one is dark, which is Shing Fiber. And that's why I couldn't decide. Are you ready? I will show you. I will take this off because I am in Florida right now and it's really warm. So sadly, I'm going to take it off. And then I will put my microphone on my t-shirt so I don't look so silly holding it. And I will show you my make along. Let's begin with the Shing Fiber one. This is the skein of yarn. Look at this beauty. Hopefully it will focus. So it's a single ply, means it was plied only once. And then it has all those colors, and oh, I wish you could just touch it to see how beautiful and soft it is. And then let me see which one is the right. It is a crescent shape shawl. You have garter stitch, and then you have lace, garter stitch, lace, garter stitch, lace. We are at the end of clue 3, and there are about 200 plus stitches right now, but it's very, very enjoyable. And I love, love, love this yarn so much. The lace, because the yarn is variegated and is dark, I don't know if you can see the lace, very cute. Yeah, I cannot wait to be able to wear this. I think that this shawl would be gorgeous as well in a tonal or semi-tonal yarn. You would see the lace a little better, the definition would be clearer, but I love mine. So that is the first one, and I told you I couldn't decide. Oh look, it's living in my Knit City Montreal bag that I get when I went there to the Montreal Knitting Festival. And the Wandering Flock is lighter, but it's still variegated. But I think, and I'm only at the middle of the third clue, so there's only 2 borders. Oh, let me show you the yarn first. See this beauty? Totally different than the other one, still variegated, but this one is called like Unicorn Hologram or Rainbow Hologram, I can't remember the name. Also single ply yarn, and also, but the variegation is so gentle. It's all pastel colors. And let me put it to the right side with my little mushroom stitch marker there. No, upside down. Upside down, Annoo. Look how beautiful. And you see how different it is from one yarn to the next? So yeah, you see there is 1, 2 rows of laces. I mean, not 2 rows, 2 little motifs of laces. I am at the third one here. Yeah, ooh, I don't have needle stoppers. Should be careful. It's gonna be so nice. Ooh, I cannot wait. Cannot wait. So those kept me company in that week that I was home. What else did I cast on? Okay, next one. Next one is really basically finished but not finished because I still have one thing to do. It is Andrea Mari's Ooey Gooey Cowl, and look how beautiful. So I used one of my hand-dyed base, which is Surrey alpaca and silk, but it's DK base. So I know that for her pattern, she had asked to put 2 lace together or 2 Surrey alpaca together, but lace weight to create that decay. But I found that I have a base that is silk Surrey Cloud decay. So, and that took only one skein of it. So that's what I did in that kind of gray color. And then the blue one here is Spin Cycle. And I can't remember the color as well. What a YouTuber I am, huh? Like I'm unprepared to you. So what you do is you do that kind of knitting in the round with doing your color work, the ooey gooey color work. And then it's kind of a tube, and then you're supposed to, you do a provisional cast on, and then at the end you're supposed to twist it and then Kitchener it together. And I am at the Kitchener part, and then you wear it like a Mobius cowl. So soft and so gorgeous, so gorgeous. It's a fun color work, really not hard, so would be good for adventurous beginners, I would say. And what did I want to tell you? I forgot now. Okay, well, anyway, oh yeah, I am very intimidated by Kitchener, especially Kitchener with a little fluffy yarn like the Surrey Cloud is. Yeah, so I'm dragging doing it, but that's all I have to do, and then I can wear it. And in New England, it is getting cold, so I'd better get my butt in gear and do it. Or I might ask one of my friends from my knit night if they want to do it for me. That would be nice. That would be really nice. We are, hold on. I have a finished object. Where is it? Telling you, not organized at all. What kind of a YouTuber am I? Okay, I have a finished object. I fell in love with this pattern by Renard Endormi. In French, that means a sleep fox. Fox that is asleep. I know, that's her name. And she came out with a beautiful colorwork. She also has a beautiful podcast in French. But you know that if you can put subtitles now, right? AI just also can do voiceover over some foreign language channels. I already did YouTube channels, and I love that. Sometimes the voice is a little off, but you can understand what they're saying. It's amazing. So anyway, she came out with a pattern that is called Home for Christmas, and it's a color work. And I decided that I wanted that for my grandson, Zach. So I casted it on probably 2 weeks ago, and I'm done with it. You want to see it? It is so cute. I love it so much. Look at this beauty. So I decided to use 2 strands together. 1 strand of Host Garn, super soft, with 1 strand of silk mohair. I think that when I do color work, I love that. It gives kind of, when you block it, just like kind of bonds the stitch together. The silk mohair helps with the merino. The super soft is a non-superwash 100% wool from Denmark, and it's perfect for color work. But I feel like when you add an extra silk mohair or Surrey alpaca with the super soft or with any 100% wool, it just helps with your stitch definition. It's a little more forgiving for color work. But this is my color work, and I added, you see they're like little red cars carrying Christmas trees. So I added some bling. It's a little bit of lurex, I think, but just on 2 rows of the Christmas tree. Just, you know, your Christmas tree are a little decorated. I love the little garland here with a little mistletoe, and I changed the pattern. I changed, of course, being myself, Unruly. I did my own little border at the bottom. I thought for my tasting that it was a little too heavy on the color work there under those little cards, so that was enough. And I think she also has color work on the sleeves, and I didn't want to do it. So yeah, so that's it. Isn't it adorable? And I liked it so much that I decided to do another color work for my granddaughter this time, Maddie. All right, so the other color work that I decided, I really like color work. Do you? I really enjoy color work. I am an English style knitter, so you know, I kind of wrap my yarn around my needle when I knit. And I also, both of my colors are on my right side, on the right hand. And I keep kind of, you know, taking one strand that I like, deciding what is my dominant color. My dominant color will be on top of the other one. That's the way I do it, and it's been working really well. I don't know if it's a legitimate one. Who knows? There's so many rules about knitting, but I'm not a rule follower. Therefore, my unruly name. As for this one is for my granddaughter, Maddie, and it is from another French designer. Her name is Alice Gerfaux, but she is a beautiful designer. She every year comes out with more designs that are more exquisite and cute than the other. She came last year. I don't know if you remember, I had made the little fox sweater for my grandson. So this year he's having another one, the Home for Christmas, but my granddaughter is having the same pattern of little fox. When you buy it, comes with three options. One are the little fox, second are little reindeers, and the third are little bumblebees. Isn't it amazing? I love that. I love that. And so I decided for Maddie to do the reindeer one. I wanted my little touch. I wanted it to be mainly pink, but I still wanted it to be a little Christmassy. I used Holst garn again. This time I paired, for the Home for Christmas, it was silk mohair that I paired with the Holst garn, super soft. This time it's the Drops Surrey alpaca. The silk mohair, did I say, was knitting for Olive. This one is Drops alpaca, you know, lace, kind of the alternative to the silk mohair, but in alpaca. And yeah, are you ready? Are you ready for some cuteness? Look at this. I'm not done. I'm still working on it. I'm at the second sleeve. Look how cute. I am so in love with it. Look at the little reindeer. It's Rudolph. It has red nose. I use some sparkle again. So I added a third strand of yarn, which is a strand of lurex, to give that little reindeer that Christmas spirit. And yeah, and I love it. I can tell you this time I still have it. So, oh yeah, the blue for the Home for Christmas was Rain from Super Soft, that I remember. I can't remember the name of the blue for Knitting for Olive, but they have so many different kind of blues. You do the one that match if you want to do. This one is Allium, Allium. That's the pink. And then I don't know what, they have numbers, I think, but that's the bright pink kind of from Drops. Yeah, so I am at the second sleeve. Isn't it cute? I love those row stitch markers, so I know whenever I need to decrease, so the two sleeves match. That's a really good one to have if you don't have one. And those needle stoppers are key, so I don't lose my stitches all the time. What else? What else can I show you guys? It is getting to be, oh yeah. So by now you have understood that I love mystery make-alongs. Arne and Carlos have every year, well actually I think it's the third year in a row. I think it's the third year in a row that they are organizing a Christmas stocking make-along, and they do it in November. It's really cool. They do it in November, and the idea is that we are all so busy in December with Christmas, Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and all the holidays, that their idea was to at the beginning of November, and then by the end of November you are gold. You have your stocking and you can move on to other things, and I love that. So it's free, by the way, for the whole duration of the knit along. After that, I think that they post it and it becomes a payable pattern, I think. But for now, it's all free. They come and they have a video for the whole month of November every day. They are delightful, so cute. And they give you 6 rows every day, except for Sunday. So Sunday, if you are a little bit late, or whatever, you can always catch up. But it's very manageable. 6 rows a day, I'm telling you, is very manageable. So they used this time Rowan Norwegian wool, which I had never used, and I think is fantastic for color work and fantastic for that beautiful stocking. And are you ready for some cuteness? This is my stocking. Look, oh my God. So you begin with little hearts. So first you do the toe, little color work, little hearts, a little Norwegian snowflake. Those are supposed to be acorn. I think that they look more like flowers. Ooh, and again, you know me, I had to add some bling. So I add some Make It Bloomchen in gold. Then look at those beautiful candles. Again, for the fire, for the little yellow part, I added some sparkle. Then you have hearts again, and then you have those adorable little elves. Look, they're holding each other's hand and they're giving each other a little heart. Oh, I cannot wait. Today is Monday, so I should have another clue today. And then here you have Afterthought heel that is going to come. So that's going to be fairly easy to make. And then we're going to continue a little more and then do the cuffs. We're almost done. But it is so much fun. I highly, highly recommend it. And it kept me company while I was home. And I was looking forward to every day hang out with Arne and Carlos. They're so lovely. That's the Norwegian wool. And I find that it's really nice for color work, and that stitch definition is really, really nice. I don't think they have a lot of colors. That's the only thing. I think they probably have 10 colors in total, which are very primary. So that's it. It's not done, guys. Not done. Should I continue? All right, so again, it's the theme. I was home feeling sorry for myself, watched a lot of podcasts, and I was looking at Johanna Gerisch, which is Colibri by Johanna. She's a German designer. She's so lovely, and she has a podcast. I was watching her podcast. And she comes out with designs, and she also has tutorials on her YouTube channel to help you with the design. So I love to watch her. She's in Germany, located in Germany, and she has a beautiful studio. Everything is white behind her. All the yarn pops, It's really delightful to watch. Anyway, she came out with a Christmas holiday. It can be New Year, it can be Christmas, it can be every day, whatever. Again, you do you. I think it's a perfect holiday dress because it is a design of a dress with, again, sparkle, bling it. So mohair held together with sparkle in a dress. The dress has a V-neck. It kind of crosses here. I'll put pictures for you to see it. And it can be worn either with the V in the front, which is my favorite, or the V in the back. I think I'm too old for V's in the back, but whatever. V in the front, I think, are what looks better on me. But I was looking at that, and it is knitted with big needles. And it is knitted with a beautiful new base that just came out this winter. I think it's called Cosmo, and I have it at the store. We have a bling bar at the store. If you come and you are in need, it's an emergency like me, and you need bling to bling your life. You need sparkle in your life. I think we all do. We have you covered. So come and I'll direct you, or somebody will direct you towards the bling bar. But okay, so this is what I chose. This is my bling color. This is, I can't remember what, I think it's, I can't remember, they're numbered, but I will try to give you that information either here or in the info box down below. But you see, so it's a cotton thread, I'm not sure, I don't have the label. I think it's a cotton thread with big sequins, and I chose one with multicolored sequins, but you have ones that are only, for example, the red one has red sequins. I think there's a white one with white sequins. There's a pink one with pink. Then there's a pink, light pink with, again, multicolors. You have so many gorgeous colors. Oh, oh. And then I paired it with this beautiful, beautiful silk mohair. Oh my goodness, look at those together. Look at those. You can use any silk mohair that you either, well, you would have, for me, I think I need 25 grams of that for my size. I'm making the small or the medium. I think I haven't decided yet because I can still, I'm going to, anyway, you'll see I'm actually probably here, so I will decide once I see how it knits, because I never swatch, so my work is my swatch. Sometimes I go down because of it, and sometimes it's a success. So let's see. So either I'm going to be a small or a medium, but anyway, I think you need 10 or 11 of the silk mohair, and I think you need 2 or 3 probably of this for the dress. She also has, oh, did I tell you the name of that? It's called the Camille dress by Colibri by Johanna. And she also has a Camille sweater. She has a Camille cardigan, I think. She has a Camille cardigan for kids. Wow. All right, are you ready? Oh, there's not much you can see really. And, you've seen that, but I mean, oh my God. So it goes like this. Okay, this is the back. Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy, guys. So, and it's going to be kind of crossed, right? In the front. So you see, I've done the color, the rounded color, and I did the back. And then I did the beginning of the sleeve, the raglan. I don't know if you can see the raglan. And then you open for sleeves. You join together, and now we're just doing the body with increasing for sloops, the V there. Oh, that gives me so much happiness. I don't know if I will be done by Christmas, but maybe I'll be done by the New Year. I think by the New Year I'll be done with it, because it's big needles. I always go downside because I'm a very loose knitter. I'm a loose knitter, and I went down, I think, a size, but I think it's 7mm, 8mm. It's a big needle, so it should go pretty fast. That makes me so, so happy. And one more thing, I told you that I am hand dyeing yarn that I am actually selling at the store, and there is a base that is that I call Loop the Loop, and it's an alpaca base with kind of loop. It looks like the teddy bear, and it is all wrapped around a cotton thread. And I dyed it in this beautiful aubergine color. I call it moussaka. Look how beautiful that is. Can you see? So those are the alpaca wrapped around, and the white one is the cotton thread. So I dyed this in a few different colors, but this one caught my heart. And I was thinking, what should I do with it? And I wanted something, because I have so much going on already. I wanted something fast and easy. So I decided I would do a Sophie scarf. Look how cute. It's just garter with an I-cord. That's basically what a Sophie scarf is. But it is so soft. It's going to be so nice to be, and yes, there is cotton. Cotton, you know, you don't associate cotton with winter, but the cotton is really the base, what the alpaca is wrapped around. So it is really warm and really soft. And I'm going to feel like I have a little teddy bear wrapped around my neck. I have a beautiful brown coat, or I have an aubergine coat, and that will be so nice. And I'm going to just add 100 grams. So once I'm weighing it, and once it's 50 grams, I begin the decrease. And then I'll have a Sophie, you know, it will be in between the scarfette and the shawl. But yeah, another one. Oh, and it's not over. Okay, so we are getting into the season for advent calendars. And as much as I love mystery knit along, I love advent calendars. I am buying way too many of them, but it gives me so much pleasure. It does. And it's an investment. I keep them all year long, and then once in a while I do a project with them. In fact, I have here one that I had bought probably 2 years ago from Murray Ink Company. I'll put the logo right here. And that was such a beautiful advent calendar, super dark and moody and very different, the opposite of my Stephen West. And then I saw that, and I kept it for 2 years, and I didn't know what I wanted to make with it. And then all of a sudden I was scrolling on Ravelry, it's a very hard thing for French-speaking people to pronunciate. I was scrolling on Ravelry and I saw this pattern here. And I was like, boo, bingo. Saw it, took that old advent calendar that I had kept for I don't know why, now I know, and I casted it on, and guys, the brioche is just exactly what this advent calendar asked for. Look, do you know what it reminds me of? Right away, I look at it, I'm thinking Harry Potter, right? Isn't that something that like either Hermione or the Weasleys would wear? Those color. It goes in the bias, and it's just a scarf, a long scarf. And my brioche is a little loose, but I actually really like it. It's a very, very fun pattern. I forgot the name. It's a guy, and I'll put it right here. Jonathan, I know his first name, but I forgot his last name. He has a lot of brioche patterns, and one is more gorgeous than the next. And this is my reward knitting. Whenever I do something, for example, I don't like making sleeves. Whenever I am done with a sleeve and I need something that gives me 100% pleasure, this is this pattern. I highly recommend it. If you have leftovers, if you are wondering what to do with advent calendar that you have, I think that is a genius way of using it. So it's really rows of brioches and then garter in between, but you alternate. So you take 2 colors of brioche, so color A, let's say, and color B. So you have your main color and then your contrast color. So you use your main color and your contrast, and then you drop the main color. The contrast color becomes your main color. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, genius. Don't want to give too much from the pattern, but yes. And so soft. I think that Murray Company yarn was yak, silk, and merino. So gorgeousness. All right. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you have enjoyed this fairly long video. Actually, I hope it wasn't too long for you, and I will come back soon and yeah, and see you. In the meantime, happy crochet, happy knitting, happy whatever you are making. Love you. Bye.